Welcome, everybody. I hope you're having a great Saturday morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. Today we have a guest, and I will get to him in a minute. Let's kick off the intro. Mr. Kyle Muzelak.
Let's go. What's up, buddy?
Nothing. How are you?
Living the dream, bro. What you got for me?
Okay, so first, can you say where you're from, where you are right now, and how long you've been in the insurance business?
Sure. Kyle Muzelak. I'm from St. Augustine, Florida, born and raised. Still here currently with my wife, dog, and our cat. I've been in the business almost 3 years now. Not very long.
What did you do before the insurance business?
I was in the military for 9 years and then did some contracting. So pretty much just military.
What branch were you in?
I hope a lot of people don't judge me. I was in the Army.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Kick it off, brother.
All right. I have some questions for you.
Hey, Kyle, while he's pulling his questions up, Dad here in the background. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. Good to see you.
Tell everyone a little bit while he's getting his questions pulled up here. Like, why insurance? Like, why did you decide that coming from the military? You know, kind of like in the intro I did, the written intro about the episode. I said went from shooting people out of helicopters to helping people buy policies and protect their families. So, like, what was your reason for insurance? Like, out of all the other stuff there is to do in the world, why transitioning from military to insurance?
Man, that's such a good question. And if I'm being completely honest, it was an accident. But it was the best accident that's ever happened to me. And by accident, I mean, like, I forgot that I applied for it. And Wes called me and I said, man, this sounds great. And my ambition has always been to, give back to veterans, but also make a bunch of money for my family so we don't have to worry about anything. My future kids don't have to worry about anything. And after watching the overview with life insurance, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the vehicle that can get me to all the things that I want to do, and very quickly. And I thought, this is it. And I got to do this. And I am so thankful that I have, because it's completely changed my life. And I can't even imagine doing anything else. I have so much more freedom, time, money. Life is just better. I've met so many cool people, gone all over the world. I get to hang out with people like you guys, man. It's cool. I'm thankful for that.
Dude, that's super, super awesome, man. He's getting his questions pulled up now, but tell everyone a little bit about your experience with some of the places you've not military travel, but like where you've got to go since just in the short 3 years since being in the insurance business, and how you got there.
Yeah. So I don't think anybody wants to hear about my experience in Iraq and Afghanistan.
No, been there, done that.
Wasn't that exciting? Yeah. So Cabo is way better, first of all. So I've been able to go to Cabo, or I've earned the right to go to Cabo twice now, which was really cool. Not just because I got a free vacation for simply doing my job and working a little bit harder than the person next to me, but I got to be surrounded by winners, successful people, and I got to learn from them. I got to learn straight from Marshall Whalen, who joined us, which was really cool. But how many times can you sit there and talk to someone next to a pool that's making millions and take in all that knowledge and be able to implement it as soon as you get back on a vacation? I mean, it was awesome, and we've been able to do that twice. And this year, we're looking at maybe a cruise or something, but we'll see.
What's the biggest thing that you've learned on vacation?
What's the biggest thing I learned on the vacation is that I need to I need to pay for an admin. That's the biggest thing I learned, that I was doing too much on my own and I needed to branch out and get help.
How long have you been in the insurance business? Well, we already did that one. What is your favorite thing about being in the insurance business?
My favorite thing is that I'm my own boss. So the only person that's telling me to do anything is my calendar and God.
What is something you have learned about yourself while being in the insurance business?
That's a good question. That's a good question, buddy. I would say what I learned is that it's more about two things to find success, and not just here, but in life. And that's having a positive attitude all the time, regardless of how you feel, and having maximum effort. If you put in maximum effort and maximum attitude, I guarantee you can go anywhere. You don't have to be the best at anything. All you have to do is just work a little bit harder than the person next to you and have a better attitude, and life just coasts. And since I've done that and learned that, not only has my business exploded, but my marriage is doing better. My relationships with my friends is better. It's not just, what I've learned in the insurance business to help families, but it's what I've become as a human being throughout this process and grown as a leader and seen where my faults were. That's really what I've learned from this. That's just absolutely made me realize that this is the industry that people need to get into if they want to truly, truly evolve, not just who they are, but actually find a vehicle for business and be around other successful people constantly, and people that are motivating. Like, I wake up at 5 a.m. now all the time, and it feels great. I don't drink. I don't go to those parties and do those things. Like, I've just learned that I've figured out who I am, essentially, if that answers your question.
Is there anything specific that you learned that you've been able to use in your business to help hire people?
Oh my gosh, yes. So I will say I was absolutely awful in the beginning at hiring and keeping people. I figured out that I wasn't a fantastic leader at the beginning because I saw things a certain way and I wanted other people to make it, and I had an ego. If you want to be a leader, you got to drop the ego. You got to be there for others. And now recruiting has absolutely exploded because I don't sell the company, the products, any of that. I sell me and my vision and how I'm going to get people there. And I've created a program as of recently to help build that 8%, just like Cody Askins is doing, right? The 8% Nation. He wants to make more people successful in the insurance industry. I absolutely love that. And so I've created a program for any agent that comes to me that's going to follow these steps and they'll be successful. Like one of my new agents that I just brought on, he's been here a week. He's already wrote $6,000 in a week, which is pretty impressive following that. And we just meet every single morning, do some motivational stuff. And I have people join those and they enjoy it. And then they're like, man, I want to be a part of this. So recruiting is not about the company or the product. Everything is relatively the same. It's simply about selling yourself and your vision. And if you're the person that can get them to their vision, whatever that is.
Thanks for sharing that. I hope people are writing stuff down and using that for them to help them. Has anything embarrassing happened while being on an appointment? Has anything embarrassing happened while you were on an appointment?
Yeah. So I had an appointment. I guess when I first started, so there was this guy that showed up shirtless on his couch, and I still decided to run it. This was over Zoom. So maybe not super embarrassing for me, but it was kind of weird for that situation. But when I went through it, I ended up getting really, I don't know the word for it, but I felt kind of odd and off because I wasn't expecting this guy to show up shirtless to a meeting laying on his couch. And I kind of just threw the numbers at him and said, okay, man, what sounds good to you? And he was like, honestly, none of it. I don't need this. And I was like, okay. Wasted 30 minutes, So I don't know. I've never really had like super embarrassing things, just uncomfortable situations for sure.
I did not hear what you just said. Hope that guy can get covered someday.
He probably got one from someone else, I'm sure.
What's some tips that you would tell people about getting started in the business?
That's a really good question. I wish if I could go back and tell myself this day one, this is what I would say. I would say, hey, man, listen, don't listen to the noise. Don't listen to anyone else besides the mentors that bring you in, because they've been there for a reason. They know what they're talking about. If they've been there longer than a year, it's probably because they know what they're doing. So listen to them, drop the ego, come in here completely coachable, like you don't know anything day one, and all you need is a good attitude and a good work ethic, and you can soar and then stay consistent. Because when you don't stay consistent, you drop the ball, your business starts to crash. I experienced that my first year. I had an ego. I thought I was hot stuff because I wrote 10 grand my first month and 18 my second, and I earned a trip to Cabo, and I was like, man, I'm the best. I can sell anything. And after that, I kind of started to suck, to be honest. My business failed and I wasn't consistent. And so if I could tell everyone, day one, you need to come in with two things: attitude, work ethic, and then just drop the ego and be coachable and listen to people that bring you in. That's it. That's what I got.
Thanks for sharing that. And I have another one, and it's how has the military helped you, like, with the, not really the way that you do it, but like how has it helped you with like your time and that and the insurance?
That's a good question. So I would say I had a lot of discipline going in the military, but the military didn't really help me per se. I think I just had that, besides discipline and understanding that, if I was put in any situation, however uncomfortable it was, I knew it was going to end at some point and I could get through it. So it gave me some things, like obviously discipline. It put me in some really awful situations where I thought, okay, this freaking sucks, but you know what? It's going to end. And it made dialing easy, because when you're freaking sitting there miserable in 140-degree weather going, why did I even get myself into this? But it's going to end at some point. I think you could pick up a phone and call someone and not be scared, right? So it kind of gave me those things. But also, I'm just the type of person that wants to work a little bit harder than everybody else. And I already kind of schedule out my life. So it gave me a couple things, but really, I think this insurance business just really turned me into who I was supposed to be over time.
what are you most excited about for 2023?
Man, that's a good question. So that's a really good question. So 2023 is absolute explosion. So the first year you're learning, kind of about what you got to do. You're helping some families. You're figuring out sales. The second year, you're learning the business. So you're learning how to run a business successfully, bringing people in, running production and recruiting. And the third year is absolute explosion if you do it correctly. And this year we're on a trajectory of explosion. My excitement is that I've hired on a team to help build funnels that are coming to me. I've helped bring on recruiters. I have an admin. I have a whole lot of things in place that's going to help get me to where I want to be, which is a $100,000 a month agency by December and 100 agents by December. And the thing is I speak things into existence, but I'm actually implementing those things. I'm actually intentional about it. And January 1st of 2023, I said, no longer am I going to be mediocre. What I'm going to be now is intentional about everything. And my wife is doing it with me. Now we wake up in the morning at 5, 6 a.m. We have our whole day scheduled out. I'm working harder. I'm doing things. I may not hang out with certain people sometimes, but that's because I have a goal in mind by the end of the year. And then at that point, I'll be able to do what I want, when I want, with who I want, whenever I want. So that's 2023 explosion.
Those goals are really good. I hope you accomplish them. So we already did the goals for 2023 in your business.
What were you had something you wanted to ask? You talk about challenges that insurance has presented?
Yeah. What challenges has insurance presented?
Oh my gosh, challenges. Learning how to run it like a business and not a job. Financial, really, it's, a lot of challenges. Honestly, it sucked in the beginning. And it's because I didn't know what the heck I was doing, right? I kind of just came in here looking at it like a job. I didn't have the momentum. I didn't have the energy. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's like sales or whatever. I'll just get into it. And what happened is I realized that the biggest challenges I had were me. It was just simply me, what I was doing with my time, who I was hanging out with, where I was going on the weekend, what I was doing, who truly mattered and would be there for me and support me and help me get up this mountain of success. And I learned a lot about myself, and I learned that, the only thing that's stopping me and the only challenge that any of us have is us. That's it. Once you get past that wall of, I don't care about what people think, I'm just going to get there. I need to make a smaller circle, people that are constantly pushing me, people that are going to the gym with me, people that are reading, learning, growing, doing all the things that I'm doing to become successful. That's when you realize, like, hey, man, I could do this. And then you break that barrier of challenge. That was the only challenge I had is figuring out myself, which I think anybody really, I think that's the biggest problem more than anything else in the insurance industry. Great question, man.
Thanks for sharing. What would you say to people who are getting started to not get rid of those challenges, because challenges are good, but minimize the challenges to make them not so hard?
Oh man, that's a good question. I wish wish I could have told myself this a year ago. The thing about challenges and hurdles in life is they're going to come regardless of what you do. You can mitigate, you can fight them off as much as you want to, but they're going to come. However, that's going to look like for you. The one thing that you have to do is, just like I said, maximum effort and maximum attitude. I wake up every single day ready to go. I don't care how I'm feeling that day, what's going on in my life. I have a team that I have to support. I have families I got to help. I have a goal in mind. And every single day I'm doing the same thing, consistency. Consistency will destroy all hurdles and challenges over time. That's all you have to do. A lot of people are like, I got to be the expert. I got to know all this knowledge. I got to do all this training. I got to pay $5,000 to learn this and this. But no, man, you don't have to do any of that stuff. All you got to do is just focus on who you are and wake up every single day with a goal in mind and say, I'm going to get it. And I'm going to work harder than every single person around me until I get there. And then hurdles and challenges are going to come. But the thing is now you're going to be mentally strong enough and emotionally intelligent enough to get past those.
Kyle, that was really good, man. Thank you.
No, thank you, Alex.
Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I do, man. What are your goals in life? Where do you see yourself in 5 years, Sawyer? Because I see you as a millionaire, but I'm just curious.
In 5 years, I'll be 16. Well, no, I'll be 15. First of all, I'm gonna most likely still have this. And then I also have my own business.
That's freaking awesome.
It's lawn mowing.
That's so cool, man. What made you, I'm super curious, what made you want to do these things? What made you want to do this on a Saturday morning when you could be playing Xbox or whatever?
I mean, I already play that a lot, but
I mean, same.
I mean, meeting new people and just getting to develop. I mean, this has helped me with like learning a bunch of more stuff.
I love that.
And
I wish I had that intelligence when I was your age. Go ahead.
And then with me in 5 years, I feel like my lawn mowing business will be a lot bigger.
Mm-hmm.
I will most likely have some more equipment. And hopefully I can get one of my friends to help me.
There you go. That's what I was looking for, a team. You're going to build a team, man. I'm excited for you. You're doing great things. And honestly, I thank you for even having me on and being able to speak to the insurance syndicate this morning. This is super fun. You're doing great things, buddy, at a young age, man. A lot of people should be jealous of that because that's impressive, to say the least. Good job.
Oh, and then my other team member is Dad. He's my coworker.
Oh, yeah, am I?
That's right. Partner.
Manager.
Yeah. I'm the manager. You're the coworker.
That's funny.
That's right. That's awesome, man.
Well, why don't you ask Kyle one more kind of exciting wrap-up question at the end, and let's get back to rocking and rolling.
You want to play Xbox?
Yeah. You play Destiny?
No.
Okay, well then we can't be friends. Sorry. I'm just kidding.
I play a fishing game.
Okay, that's cool.
Dad was killing it last night. He caught. Did you catch any more fish whenever I went to sleep?
I got some pictures to show you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He caught some walleye, trout. He caught. I caught a 5-pound bass.
Dang. So
he caught an 8-pound brown trout.
Dang, Alex, you're doing better in a game than in real life, huh?
Yeah, he is.
No.
Yes.
No, man, when we went fishing in Cabo together, you were killing it.
That was one of the most fun trips we've probably both ever been on because it was just the two of us.
Yeah.
And we had the whole boat, and there was more more crew than us. There's 3 of them and 2 of us, and that was a blast, man.
That was a blast.
That was fun.
Were you literally fishing in schools of fish?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanna go deep sea fishing.
I think the most fun I had though with you, Alex, was doing that trip with Cody around the country.
Oh my gosh, dude, that was a blast.
That was cool.
And if anyone's watching this and they haven't seen it, there is a YouTube video on Cody Askin's channel.
I spent $500,000
that
in
is
5
all
days.
about the Ultimate Agent Tour, where 28 of us flew around the country for 5 days on a jet.
Is that I spent
and
$500,000?
it was pretty amazing.
Are you in that video?
So good stuff.
Honestly, I haven't watched the whole thing, so I probably should do that.
It's super cool. Super cool.
I don't know if I am or not, but I just enjoyed it.
You're in there a few times.
Oh, cool. Okay, awesome. I just enjoyed the trip itself. But for anybody that is listening in and wants to follow what I'm doing, I do my morning training for free for anybody. You're more than welcome to join and get the momentum and get the excitement going if you want to. It's 9 a.m. Eastern. If you want the link, you're going to have to reach out because I'm not going to just blast it out to everyone. And then my Instagram is K_MUZE. TikTok at Kyle Muzelak, right there. Pretty simple. And yeah, reach out to me anytime. I don't mind helping out people in any part of the industry, giving you some pointers. I'm by no means the most successful person, but I will definitely give you some momentum and excitement every single day and keep you consistent.
Love it, man. Dude, that's so good. Okay, brother. Sawyer, wrap it out.
Thank you, Kyle, for being on.
Thanks, brother. Good to see you guys.
SMC out.